Original post, June 7, 2024. I'm concerned for my child. Yes, she's an adult, but I feel like she's making the worst decision for herself. I don't approve at all. My daughter had good things going on for herself. She graduated high school, went to college and graduated with her associates, got accepted into dental school, and all of it's going down the drain because she's chosen to invest her time and energy into her soulmate. About a year ago, my daughter started writing letters to prisoners as a pen pal to keep them company. At first, I was uncomfortable with the idea for many reasons. It never crossed my mind that she'd fallen for a criminal, but I still rented a P.O. box for her so she wouldn't give out her address. My daughter was in a healthy relationship with her now ex-fiancé. They've been together since her senior year in high school. They just had their first child over a year ago, expecting another, and they got engaged 6 months ago. A month ago, my daughter told me that she and her fiancé were taking a break, and 2 weeks ago she called off the engagement and left him. He's a complete wreck. He told me it hurts that the family that he created with my daughter is now broken. He feels so blindsided, as do I, because I believed my daughter was truly in love, but she wasn't happy. I've been very supportive of my daughter during this whole situation, that is until she told me she was already in a new relationship. I was taken aback. I obviously started questioning her about it, and she confessed that she had fallen for one of the prisoners she's written to. In fact, they've been together for 3 months. It makes me sick to my stomach even typing this out right now because I just can't believe it. She said they've been in contact for almost 8 months, and since then they've fallen more and more in love with each other. She's visited him multiple times. In fact, she's even taken my grandson to see this man. She's shown me pictures of them embracing and him holding my grandchild. I've done some research and looked up his charges, and I'm livid she even brought my grandson, even herself, around someone who could do such horrible things. I'm terrified for my daughter and grandson. I've tried expressing my concerns to her, but she's in a whole other world. She told me the last in-person visit they had, he popped the question and she said yes. That's when I snapped. I was and am very pissed about this whole situation, and she's hurt that I'm not supportive of her decisions. She defended their relationship and her choices, and we started arguing. It got so bad that now she's not speaking to me or allowing me to see my grandbaby, and it breaks my heart. I love my child, but I will never approve of this relationship. I understand that as an adult, she has the right to make her own choices, and I've always been proud of her independence. But as someone who truly loves her deeply, it's hard for me to watch her make a decision that I feel could be harmful to herself and my grandson. I'm scared for her because of what I've learned about this person's past, and I can't shake the fear of what could happen. I don't want to lose her or my grandchild to a situation that seems so risky. I don't know what else I can do, and I feel so hopeless. Please, what else can I do? TLDR, I'm worried because my daughter, who's achieved so much, is throwing it all away for a prisoner she fell for while being a pen pal. She's left her fiancé for him, and it's hard for me to stomach or support this decision. Relevant comments. Comment 1. Has your daughter spent any money on this inmate? OP, she already has. She's been giving him more than enough money actually. She's planning on getting him a new lawyer next week. All of this money, going down the drain for a man. It's pissing me off just thinking about it. Comment 2. Do you know what the inmate in jail for? OP, yes. It was his ex-girlfriend. The domestic violence and stalking as well as violations of protective orders led up to it. I'm afraid my child and grandbabies will become the next victims. OP posts some text messages between her and her daughter, June 9, 2024. Daughter, Mom. Why aren't you answering me? Dude, answer your phone. Hello? OP, I'm sorry I couldn't answer the phone. I was driving and my phone wasn't connected to the Bluetooth. What's wrong, babe? Is everything okay? Daughter, why do you hate me so much? Like, what is wrong with you? Why are you going out your way to tell my business to redacted for? OP, babe, I love you, but please don't speak to me like this. Can you please try telling me what's going calmly? Daughter, what do I need to be calm for? All you do is stress me out. I'm 7 months pregnant and high risk, and you want me stressed for what? OP, honey, I don't want you to be stressed, and I don't want to be the reason to cause it. Daughter, so why are you telling redacted my business? OP, what do you mean? Daughter, he's been blowing up my phone all night long. He called me again on his break this morning and said you brought him to see Dr. Redacted and told him that I've been cheating on him throughout our relationship. You told him about Redacted and that I've been letting him around Redacted. What is wrong with you? OP, honey, there's nothing wrong with me. I understand why you're upset, but baby, this man is a very dangerous criminal. He's doing life for a reason. He murdered his ex. He abused her and she went to get an order of protection against him, and he violated all of it. I love you and redacted with all my heart and I can't imagine a life without you both. Daughter, oh my God. You're so narcissistic. Daughter, he's not guilty of a thing. You clearly don't understand how any of this works. He wasn't found guilty, he took a plea deal. He got life, but he can still get out on parole. He did this to avoid getting life without parole. You don't understand any of this. OP, he still killed someone. Why are we not addressing this? He's a murderer. Daughter, no he's not. He's a victim that needed to defend himself. OP, defend himself? He was a grown-ass man beating on a woman. Daughter, so men can't be victims of abuse? She would start fights, hit him, and play victim in the end. It was a whole cycle. OP, can we not do this over text? Please answer your phone. Daughter, no, I don't want to. We can talk through text or don't have to talk at all. OP, what is your issue? Daughter, my issue is you. You're weird AF going behind your daughter's back. I'm your kid. You should have my back. OP, I do have your back, but I also care for the livelihood of my grandchildren. This situation is unhealthy and unsafe for children. You as an adult can do whatever you please, but when children are being put in these toxic situations, action needs to be taken. Daughter, oh, so you agree with redacted that I'm an unstable, unfit mother. You're such a narcissist. I can see why Dad divorced you before he dies. I wouldn't want to be buried next to you either. OP, I've had enough of the disrespect. Redacted, I've been nothing but calm and respectful and you've disrespected me over and over. Daughter, we've been past respect. You told my business to my baby daddy. You disrespected me so I'm returning it. OP, you've changed. You have become such a nasty individual and it's upsetting that as my only daughter, you treat me this way after everything I've done for you. Daughter, yeah I have changed. I had a baby. Went through postpartum by myself. Redacted would see me struggling and didn't do anything. I was working to provide for my family. I had no emotional support. I was by myself. Just me and my son. When I found out I was having baby 2 I was by myself. Yeah redacted had a job and took care of us but he wasn't there to help me. I was by myself. I found a man who yes made some mistakes in his past but he's making up for it. He finished school, is allowing God to lead him in life, and he's positive. He respects me and pushes me to be strong. He motivates me and he provides emotional support. I don't need a man's money because I make my own, but I needed love and he provided that for me. I don't understand why you felt the need to go out of your way to disturb our peace but I'm happy and very much in love with him and I'm not leaving him. OP, look at how you're acting. You're spiraling. This man is no good. Daughter, oh my God I'm tired of the back and forth. Like I told redacted, good luck taking me to court. Until then, you won't be seeing me or the baby for the sake of our mental health. You bring nothing but drama and negativity into our lives and we'd be much better off without you. Please don't contact me or you will be blocked. Relevant comments. Comment 1. How did the relationship get started between your daughter and the inmate? OP, 8 months ago my daughter started writing to the inmate. 6 months ago, my daughter and her ex got engaged. The inmate and my daughter have been together for 3 months now. This is what she told me before all of this. My daughter and her ex were on a break for about 2 weeks, and she ended up leaving him just 2 weeks ago. Comment 2. What are the possibilities of this being your daughter going through tough times with her pregnancy? OP, yes, I've been thinking the same thing. Her mental health may not be the best right now due to hormones, postpartum, and being pregnant back-to-back. She's going through a lot of changes, her body is changing. I can only imagine how vulnerable she is right now. She's changed. I don't know how else to put it, she's just not the same person she used to be. She used to be happy but I'm starting to realize after having her son, she hasn't been the same. I feel horrible for not even noticing her pain and suffering. She felt no one was there for her and she then confided in a prisoner. Now she believes he's this good guy although he's done some of the most horrific things possible. I didn't raise my children to be disrespectful to any adult, or to anyone. As someone who grew up in complete chaos, I did everything I could to break the cycle and be better for my son and daughter. I'm not saying I did everything right, but I most certainly did as much as I could to be better as a mom, wife, and as a woman. I am starting to believe my daughter is going through some medical issues pertaining to her mental health. Update 2, June 9, 2024, 15 minutes later. I wanted to start off by thanking everyone who took time to give me some advice. After receiving a lot of comments with suggestions on how I should handle this situation, I went ahead and told the father of my grandchildren about what's been going on. He was my soon-to-be son-in-law and I've grown to love him as if he was my own. I believe he has every right to know about the well-being of his children, so I confessed everything to him. Thankfully, I have a family therapist who is a very close friend of mine. She's been here with us since the divorce between me and my ex-husband. I called her, we spoke about the situation, and she agreed to guide me on how to tell the kid's father. I called him over to my home and we all had a very long talk. I let him know everything and he broke down, crying hysterically. It was horrible. He felt so violated not only as a partner to her but as a father to their kids. I made it very clear that I would support him no matter the circumstances. At this point, it's not only about my daughter but my grandkids. We discussed the charges against my daughter's new fiancé, and he was beyond livid. He actually suggested himself taking my daughter to court and I agreed with him that it would be the best thing to do. We came to an agreement that he wouldn't tell my daughter what he knew, that way I could get more information to help him plead his case. But yesterday, crap hit the fan. Yesterday, I received some angry texts from my daughter and it didn't end well. I posted the texts above. I called the children's father to ask him what he was thinking, and he explained that he wasn't. He's been apologizing non-stop, but the damage has already been done. I'm at a loss for words. I'm devastated. I'm heartbroken. I've officially lost my daughter and grandkids and I don't know what else to do. I can't imagine not being a part of their lives and it hurts me deeply. What did I do wrong to deserve this? Is there any way I could fix this? Relevant comments. Comment 1. Your grandchild's dad can still get custody. Your daughter is making horrible choices. OP, after rereading her messages, I think it's possible my daughter was suffering from postpartum depression, and by getting pregnant again so soon her body didn't get enough time to heal. Her hormones are all over the place and her mental is declining. She wasn't like this a year ago. She was a happy, respectful, caring soul, but all of that's changed. And I feel horrible. I wish I could have seen her behavior myself. I could have gotten her the help she needed right then and there. Comment 2. Will you support your daughter's ex-fiancé going forward? OP, he feels really guilty for my daughter's reaction, but I believe it was only a matter of time before she was going to crash out. At this moment in time, I'm worried for my grandson. It makes me question if my daughter can get so angry with me with something like this. How angry can she get at my grandbaby? Taking your baby to see a convicted murderer is certainly an interesting move. If her ex-fiancé decides to go for full custody, dating a guy with life in prison would probably make it pretty easy. I do feel bad for OP because this definitely something you don't even consider happening when you have kids. Also when you get engaged to someone too, I guess. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.